Time for that culture for the streets. Ain't no news like street news. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I got a question, right? Is 50 wrong for being mad about Big Meech hanging with Ross? I got another wrong for hanging around Rick Ross. I got a third question too. Do y'all feel like Big Meech used Tammy Cohen to do his job for him? And if so, if Meech used Tammy Cohen to do his job for him, what does that do? What does that make him? Do that still make him a solid street nigga, or do we look at Meech like he a rat? Like, give me some understanding. Let me know in the comments. It's time for that. Coach for the streets. Ain't no news like new news. Ain't no news like street news. If you're here for the streets or you're here for the news, hit the like button, right? Let me know in the comments if y'all feel like Meech a rat, if he used Tammy Cohen's to do some third-party snitching to get less of time in his case. Leave it in the comments. I done been to jail. I done been to prison. And I understand showing you love and they looking out for you, right? And in 50 case, Meech doing a lot of time in the feds. It's really no telling at the time when you really coming home, right? Right? Successful, get money. The show becomes successful. It's getting money. Everybody getting money, right? 50 eating. Everybody eating, right? Looking out for somebody that was in jail. He locking in with you. You showing him real, genuine love. You breaking bread with him from the streets while he in jail. He incarcerated. You outside creating opportunities for this man that are huge, right? And he has a certain loyalty expectation of you in the process. Even though he know you got all these relationships with so many people in the streets and in the industry prior to the BMF show ever being on TV, Meech was everywhere. In the industry, in the streets, everywhere, right? So you getting M's. Y'all, you put the brand of BMF on a platform that's bigger than any platform they done had. Millions of people watching y'all. We ain't talking about being in the streets and being in the club throwing 100,000 and all the strippers watching all the streets. We ain't talking about that. We talking about the world watching, right? The brand of BMF is officially way bigger than it ever was. And this is a fact. With the taxes, 50 came through, paid the taxes. Buck start moving around weird. Still wasn't doing the business right and depended on 50 a little bit too much, even though he was covering your faults. And then somewhere along the line, he felt like it was a loyalty issue and he got you away from him. Look at Lloyd Banks. He walking around. I'm just going to keep it real with you. That him and Brian Pumper walking around looking the same in today's world, nigga. You can't tell the difference when you see Lloyd Banks from Brian Pumper, except for the muscles. If you catch Brian Pumper in public and he got a white beater on, that's how you gonna know it's Brian Pumper. But if he put a fitted on and a t-shirt on and some jeans on and a pelly, he gonna look like Lloyd Banks, bro. Lloyd Banks look lost in the world, and 50 get people away from him. Even though Lloyd Banks and Buck and these other people I'm talking about, the game and people like that, their status is nowhere equal to Big Meech's. Big Meech is his own boss. He entitled to move how he supposed to move. He don't work for nobody. He work for himself, right? So I understand Big Meech's perspective. But now we have a problem. We have a problem, Houston. Because now he meets with Ross, and we seen 50 get offended by Meech being with Ross. We seeing 50 ask, who's Tammy Cohen's? Now, this is my question to y'all. Come on, man. Y'all honestly think 50 knew about this Tammy Cohen situation, this third-party telling, this third-party rapping situation well before Meech came home? Do y'all think 50 had no idea about the whole Tammy Cohen situation. Because my personal opinion, I'm going to say, hell no. He knew. 50 knew beforehand about Tammy Cohen. Because 50 gonna get the bag whether he making a documentary on a nigga that told or a nigga that kept it silent. This is a pure fact, right? And the fact that Meech may have used a third-party informant. He ignored that fact because he was looking at the money. It wasn't about, oh, Tammy Cohen's in this third-party snitching, and Meech used Tammy Cohen to be an informant in his case so he could get used. I don't think he cared about that at the beginning, so he didn't say anything about it. But now he offended. Now we finna see him make jokes about it. He threatening the end the BMF series, period, right? It's over with, right? It's over with. 50 Cent influenced Tammy Cohen's documentary that might implicate Meech on a big scale. And when I say BMF is on a bigger scale now, understand what I'm saying, right? Before Meech and Southwest T went to jail, they was the biggest in the street. But the world didn't know who BMF was. I'm talking about the world, bro. Yeah, they start picking up on who BMF is through Young Jeezy, and once they start getting up in the music scene. But once BMF hit TV and became a national television show, mixed into the BMF culture, the BMF history, who the 50 Boys was, Southwest T, Big Meech, Detroit, what the Detroit culture was, how they got money in Detroit before they went to Atlanta. Do you not follow me? You just don't know how to read, nigga. Or pay attention, either which one. It don't cost you to read or pay attention. It don't cost nothing, right? And type of dude. So I fully stand on 50 knowing that Meech allegedly, or if you don't want to use allegedly, you know that you have some discrepancies in your relationship with Big Meech being around Rick Ross. I'm pretty sure Meech might be seen with a few other people that you don't hate as much as Rick Ross, and you still would deal with him, right? But because it's Rick Ross, the biggest parts of the business has been accomplished. BMF in what? Season 3, season 4, season what? It's successful already. The train is moving already. So because you see this nigga with a nigga that's shaped like a beer barrel, you would decide to lose out on all this money that not only you making, Meech probably getting some out of that, Southwest T probably getting the cut up out of that, and Lil Meech is 4 people eating, but because of your discrepancy with one. Nah, because Southwest T took a picture with Preem's son. And he felt a certain type of way about that too. But at the end of the day, it's money on the table. It's legal business on the table. This, you see what I'm saying? On see BMF on TV. Not only Rick Ross, but Meech too, by way of Tammy Cohen. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. It's time for that Coach for the Streets. Ain't no news like street news. Whether you're here for the streets or you're here for the news, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, because we like that. I'm out of here.